What's up, y'all? It's Nate Denny, East Bay Boy. I'm back with another video. I'm just gonna talk about Friends today, and my opinion about that show. I think it's no surprise when I tell you, in my opinion, anyways. I think that's one of the greatest sitcoms of all time. Just in personal preference, because I feel like stuff like that is subjective. It's definitely subjective. Excuse me. No, subject. Yeah, subjective. Yeah. And I just wanted to talk about I wanted to start with the characters. I feel like the characters 100% make the show. So I'm gonna start with Ross. I think Ross is a very funny character. I think he reminds me of some people that I know, and I just find him really funny. Like he's always doing goofy shit, and just saying the most out of pocket shit. And he's kind of like I guess you can say a nerd, and I can relate to that. And I guess he's kind of I don't know if I'd say obsessive, but something like that. Like he can get like that, and he gets jealous real easily, and he can be very childish. But I just feel like David Schwimmer definitely, definitely brought so much life to that character, so much passion, so much love, that he really made that character and treated that character with care. And I have nothing but respect for that. I really do. Like I like all, not like I love every single character from the Friends out of all the the Friends characters. I love all the characters. And after Ross, I would say I love Joey. Like Joey is so funny. Like yes, he's I guess the pretty dumb one. Like he's the pretty boy but dumb. But he's so funny. Like he's always saying just wild things, and I just think Matt LeBlanc really like David Schwimmer brought so much love to his character. He really made that character, and it's very refreshing. I really do think it's very refreshing, and his character is always a joy to get to see on screen. Like I would like to this day, I still use some of his catchphrases. Like when I'm talking to, sometimes I'm talking to a girl, I was like, "How you doing?" And I'll use that catchphrase because it's one of my favorite of all time in pop culture. I think it's just so um iconic, and I'll do like the little eyebrow thing, like the little that he does when he delivers that catchphrase. I think that's iconic, and he's a great friend. He's just a really good friend. He's I feel like the heart and soul of all of them. I feel like one of them, and he's always there when Ross needs him, um, Chandler needs him, or you know, Rachel, Phoebe, like him and Phoebe. I'm glad they didn't date because that just proves that men and women can be friends. Which I know there's a debate on like men and women, you know, can they be friends? Can they not be friends? But I think it really depends. But in that case, it's very refreshing to have had a platonic friendship, um, definitely, portrayed on the screen, and see those two best friends and the conversations they would have, and were always so enjoyable and always just so funny. Like Phoebe is like the funniest character on the show. Like the smelly cat thing, like that's one of my favorite songs of all time, for sure. But I don't know. I just feel like um, Joey's just such a good character. Like probably behind Barney Stinson, he's probably one of my favorite pop culture characters of all time. Up there. And then after Joey, I would have to talk about Chandler, you know, and Chandler. I mean, everybody loves Chandler. Like we can all relate to that one friend, that one sarcastic friend that would always have something sarcastic to say, and that is just Matthew Perry. He took that character and he elevated that character into something. um, bigger than I think the character would have been if it wasn't, if he, the character was not portrayed by Matthew Perry. So, you know, Chandler was always such an enjoyable addition to the cast. I feel like because I don't know. I just feel like he's just always funny. He always had some shit to say, and I really do respect that. Like, cause we all can relate to that one friend that always has some shit to say, always, and it's usually sarcastic, and you kind of just can't help but be like, bro, just shut the fuck up, just shut the hell up, type shit. But I, he's definitely one of my favorite characters, and him and Monica were my favorite couple, one of my favorite couples of all time. Definitely the definition of like Marshall and Lily from How I Met Your Mother. That true love does exist. It does exist. It just, it's not easy. True love isn't easy. True love is just like, it requires compromise, sacrifice, and dedication and passion. You got to work on it every single day. You got to show effort. And those two are the living example of that. So it's refreshing. And they for sure my ride or die couple for the show. So after Chandler, I would have to say probably Phoebe. Like I'll talk about Phoebe because she was like the wild card. Like you never knew what she was gonna say, you never knew what she was gonna do, and Phoebe's character, I just found her so interesting. Like if they were to make a spin-off show of her, just call it Phoebe, I definitely would have watched that show. I felt like there's so much different ideas they could have ran for that, like her experiences, being homeless and all this shit that she had to go through, and I felt like that would have made a pretty interesting show. Maybe pretty funny because Phoebe as a character by herself is funny, but within the cast of already funny characters, she still manages to stand out, and I find that really refreshing. And Lisa Kudrow did a phenomenal job, at portraying that character. I don't think anybody else could have did it the way that she did it, for sure. And then after Phoebe, I'd have to talk about Monica. Uh, Monica, I also love. Like I love she's very tidy, and I really respect that. She's an awesome cook. Um, she's just a great friend. Like whenever anybody needed her, great friend, great sister, great daughter. Just all around a good person. Like when anybody needed her, she was always there. So I could, for sure, relate to that. And we could always relate to that friend that was like that type of friend. Like when you arrive to their house, they'd always tell you to take your shoes off, or don't make a mess, or pick up the crumbs off the table, and just stuff like that. And that's kind of with her character quirks, and I always found it very, very enjoyable, for sure. And then I definitely Rachel. I'm not gonna lie though, I used to have a huge, not used to, I have a huge crush on Jennifer Aniston, so I might be a little biased here, but um, she for sure was out of the female characters. She was probably my favorite because I had a crush on her, and I don't know, I really liked her character development from the first season all the way to the last season. I thought out of all the characters, I think they all got good development, but I think she got a shit ton of development. Cause I remember the first episode when she ended up like running away from a wedding to like the last episode. It was so much growth in those 10 seasons, and I thought it was really, really refreshing to see. And I love Jennifer Aniston. I just gotta put that out there. I love Jennifer Aniston, and every single episode she would make my heart flutter. I was like, damn, like I would blush so hard. So hard. Sorry, I'm a little sick. I'm not gonna lie. So excuse my voice and everything. I'm not feeling the best. Just wanted to give a disclaimer there. But I feel like this show is just a great show. Like it's defined generations. It's There's a lot of sitcoms that if it wasn't for Friends, wouldn't exist, would not exist. And when people call it one of the greatest of all time, I definitely think that it's earned. Like it's one of those shows that I don't remember when the show first aired, but it's 2024 and the show is still played on the air. It's still referenced. The characters still you know, get referenced, brought up in pop culture. The "we were on a break" thing. I like to joke with my boys and my friends, and use that joke. It's an iconic, thing that "we were on a break" debate. Like, and I'm not even gonna get on to where I stand in that, but that's iconic. And the whole dynamics between all of the friends, like they all had their own unique dynamic. Like, Joey and Chandler, or Chandler and Joey, or all the boys together, all the girls, or all of them together. It's such a great dynamic, and you just generally did feel like they were friends. Like they were always there for each other when it counted. They made each other laugh. They pissed each other the hell off. The definition of true friends, kind of like family, So it's kind of just like I thought that the portrayal, and of Friends was really well done. And I wouldn't necessarily say friendships are like that in 2024, because people are so quick to turn their backs on their friends nowadays. But it is definitely, I feel like, how friendships should be. But in 2024, not so much though, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I feel like this show's iconic, and I definitely think that the status that it has in pop culture, I for sure think it's earned and is well deserved. Like, it's one of my all-time favorite shows. It's in my top 10 favorite shows of all time. The characters are all of my favorite characters of all time list, up there with the Beverly Hills characters, the How I Met Mother characters, the New Girl characters. It's Always Sunny characters. They're definitely up there. And it's one of those shows I could always just watch, and I can sometimes fall asleep to in the background, because it makes me feel safe when I watch it. As I don't know how that really sounds, or if that makes any sense, but it makes me feel safe when I watch it. So it's definitely a safety show for me, and it's something like if I'm going through something, I'll just put it on, and it kind of helps me forget about that for maybe 22 minutes and just laugh, because there's always something to laugh about in Friends. Like every single episode is generally funny. So that's one thing I definitely appreciate and love about the show. I could always get a laugh out. And if I'm going through some emotional shit, or I'm in a bad mood, I can turn on Friends and just have a good laugh, and laugh till my stomach hurts and my head hurts. That's always the goal. And Friends always delivers in that aspect. But yeah, just let me know what y'all think about Friends. Like, do y'all like that show? Do you not like it? Do you think it's overrated? Do you think, what's your opinion? Do you have a favorite character? Do you like all the characters? Or, yeah, I just want to hear what y'all think. Like, what's your opinion on Friends? Do you like it? Have you never seen it? Do you hate it? Just let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what y'all got to say.